Hi and welcome back to another test and review of Banggood tools. And these tools was given to me as a gift from Banggood. And I will start with these hole saws. Here we got the 30 millimeter. And you get an Allen key in every box. And they look like this. And these are screwed on like this. And I will test this, the biggest one, 30 millimeter, on this piece of steel, 3 millimeter thick. And then I think I will use that one, 18.5 millimeter, and test this tool on this piece of steel, 3.5 millimeter thick, and I think it's galvanized. And I don't know how hard it is, but I know this is a bit harder than this one. So we'll see how it goes. And then I will test this set of 9 boring bars with brazed carbide, as you can see here. And you got 3 different lengths, and you got 3 different diameters. And the diameter, let's see how it is. 10.7 about. That's the biggest diameter. We check this one. About 9 millimeters. And the smallest one, 7.5. So we will see how these boring bars work in comparison with my homemade boring bar. This is about the same size as this one, about 10 millimeters. But first of all, we're gonna test these hole saws. Okay, steel plate, 3 millimeter shock, thick, and what RPM do we have? We have 145. And as you can see, it's a bit of run out, but we'll try. Well, something went wrong. And here you can see what happened. I zoom out a bit. The thread is gone. I think it's okay here in this cutter, but here you can see the threads are all smashed. That's not good. Okay, we will test this 18.5 millimeters diameter also. We'll see what happens. I think I go up a bit in speed. Well, that was going all right. No problem whatsoever. I will try this, which is a diameter of 25 millimeter, and see how it goes. And this steel plate is 3.5 millimeters thick and a bit harder than the other one. So we'll see what happens. Nope. Same problem. The thread doesn't cope. Well, not very good, I think. Okay, I give this a try then. 20 millimeters diameter. We see. You can see, I don't know if you can see it, but I think the thread is pretty sloppy. Not a good precision on the thread. Okay, let's see what's happening. Well, this one, on this one the thread didn't break anyway. Got one more to test. This is the smallest one and the diameter is 16 millimeters. So we're going to test this one too. well, well. So what happened? Not very good. And here's the result of this test. And these hole saws, 3 out of 5 broke. Only 2 did survive. And that is not acceptable, I think. We'll see what Banggood has to say about this. Maybe these hole saws are only made to cut in soft material like plastic or aluminium. I don't know. But the test shows that 3 out of 5 failed. Well, I did some machinist work and came up with this new holder to this hole saw. And here's the old one with the trashed threads. So I think we will test this one and see if it's gonna hold. Yeah, that went all right, no problem. I forgot to mention that this steel sheet is 2 millimeters thick. I think we do one more test, and this steel sheet is 3.5 millimeter thick. So here we go again. Yeah, another success. Seems to me that my homemade holder can are doing a better job, I think. Yeah, and here you can see the hole saw after testing it, and the teeth are sharp still sharp, and I think one of the problems with this are that these threads are made with no precision. They are too sloppy, and that's why the threads look like this. And the threads on this that I made myself, I cut the threads on the lathe and got much better precision on the threads, and maybe that's why the threads didn't break this time. Well, these hole saws was a disappointment, but I hope that these boring bars are performing better. So I'm going to test it in this to bore this out a bit and this bigger one. And this is just ordinary steel, nothing special. I will be using this cutter. It's the biggest and the shortest. And I have mounted it in this holder. Well, this boring bar seems to cut a little bit rough, but I don't know. I think it's okay. Now I have changed to the tallest and smallest one, and it is mounted here. Well, I think it is acceptable, I should say. Now I got a small piece of aluminium here in the shack, and we'll try that too. Well, it looks pretty good. And finally, let's try some brass. and it's looking very good finish, I should say. So now let's try to compare with my homemade boring bar. And this is the smallest one I have. So it looks like this. I think I get a bit nicer and smoother surface with my homemade boring bar. So, time for the conclusion. Well, these hole saws was a disappointment. They didn't function and work as supposed did. But these boring bars were working really good. And that is my thought. But I think that these relative small shank, very thin on these boring bars. These boring bars are best suited for softer materials like brass or aluminium or some plastic. You can use them on steel too, but you must then take very light cuts. But for the boring bars, I give thumb up. For this also, I give thumb down. And thank you for watching this. I'll be back soon. Bye bye.